You're watching the Evercade Effect.
Hey everybody, this is Ed. Welcome to the Evercade Effect. So before we begin, just a quick disclaimer. As the title says, we're just checking out the Evercade Alpha games. And normally I don't like to make videos on this until I actually have the real Evercade hardware to run, but today we're just going to focus on the games because I'm not going to get the Evercade Alpha, so I won't be able to talk about the screen, the quality of the build, the controls, any of that stuff. I'm just going to be playing it with my trusty Xbox controller. And we're just going to focus on the games just to kind of check them out and see, just purely from a point of view looking at the games, are the games themselves worth it and all that. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and dive in. And I decided it'd be just kind of a fun thing to do, to kind of go ahead and take a look at the games here. So the first game we're going to talk about is going to be Carrier Wing. I haven't previously played this game, so it should be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and coin up, and let's get started. And as always, like I like to do, with all of these first impressions videos, is I just dive into it without looking at anything. Ooh, air to air. We'll pick the Tomcat. I not played this game before. I have no clue. We're just gonna dive right in. All right, skip all this nonsense. Uh-oh, that's fine. That's how we do. Whoa, okay. I do like the weapon. Now, I am using the analog stick to go ahead and play this. So this would be kind of like the closest thing that I can get to the arcade feel. Ooh. I'm liking this so far. Oh, wow. Okay, that's my... I just use 2 buttons. It's my other weapon. Love it. Okay, this is actually a really good, shooter. And works. I mean, it's fine too with the D-pad. Yeah. See if I can get to the first boss at least. Wow. Okay, this is a great game. I'd never play this. Sure, I'm really liking this. I think this is the first boss here. Oh! We're a different plane. Same special. I don't know if that matters. Okay, it appears you get like unlimited credits, or when you have unlimited credits when you continue. You start off in the same spot. Dude! Oh man. The only bad thing is we're not going to get a card of this. This is such a good game. All right, let's move on to the next target. We'll play with. I'm really liking this. We'll play this a little bit more. 20 shots. Fuel tank. We'll get a shield. We're going to find out what that does for us here. Ooh. Very cool. Probably not needed as much as I have like unlimited credits, but hey. When this game came out, we didn't have unlimited credits. So I guess, I don't know, you can only use your special up a certain number. Yeah, I bought like a certain number of times. It didn't really tell me though. You could buy like 20, 25 more. Oh. I think, is that fuel? I don't know. If only I had a manual to research these things. But now, even with the manual, I had to look at this type of stuff. Now, I do wonder with the Alpha, I wonder if they're going to give you a manual like we got with the Capcom collection on the EXP. Because if not, then that's really going to be sad. But yeah, I mean, this is definitely like I'm really enjoying this just with a regular D-pad. Not to take away from the arcade experience, but man, this is just a great game. And I should also mention that if you are wanting to, if you are wanting to play these games, not waiting for the Evercade Alpha, you can either check out the Mighty Archive, or these are also available, through the Capcom Museum on Steam, whichever way floats your boat. Whoa! Okay, I actually have to go through here. Yeah, this is definitely where like having turbo would really come in handy. It just really would. Yeah, the music is great. The graphics are great. I mean, this game is definitely worthy to be for built in on the Alpha for sure. Like so far with this game, I think even after beating this game, it's the kind of game that would be fun just to kind of jump in and out. Yeah, out of my other super weapon. Okay, so there is the fuel. I guess when you get hit, isn't it? Huh. I was using up my fuel gauge. Okay, and then there's the weapon counter. I don't know why I didn't see that before. Maybe because I probably ran out of it. But now that I have a new life, I give it all back again. Very cool, very cool. All right, we're going to go ahead and we'll move on to the next game. But so far, really liking this. As I said, it's worth it to be on the Alpha. A lot of fun, something I hadn't played before. So let's go ahead and move on to the next game. So the next game we're going to talk about here is Knights of the Round. I have so many fond memories of playing this game way back in the arcade. Oh, this particular ROM version. Okay, so I can only be Lancelot. Oh no! Okay, good. I was like, that would have been a bummer. I wanted to be King Arthur, but anyways, I had very fond memories of playing this as a teenager. Actually, visiting my brother in an arcade, me and him together. We completed this game, and I don't know if we were just that good, or if like the difficulty wasn't set that. But I remember just like only like being able to beat this under a couple of bucks each. At the time, definitely under $5 for sure. But I remember it was a fantastic experience. And so this is, you've got to have a beat 'em up. I mean, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's a beat 'em up, but you're using a sword instead of your fists. Some people may call hack and slash or whatever. I don't care. But yeah, this game is great. This is something that you want to have on the Alpha for replayability. Man, the more I'm playing these games, now I'm getting disappointed we don't have a physical cart. Yeah, this is just pure awesome Capcomness. I mean, it's not Dungeons and Dragons, but still, it's a very good, very, very good beat 'em up. Wow, I'm like remembering this boss and everything. And yeah, this plays very good at the D-pad. Or if you're like wanting to use an analog stick. Man, all those sounds and everything. God. Yeah, really I think the only issue I'm gonna have with any of these games is just we're not gonna get a physical cart, which is such a shame. Be able to have a physical cart would have been so good. This game is so good. So the more I'm going through this, like I just kind of wanted to see. I may do a video on the Street Fighters, but I just wanted to see, like, if I was going to pick one of these, would this, would the Mega Man version of the Alpha had been worth it? Are all these games still as awesome as I remember? The ones that I haven't played, are they up to par? And yeah, so far so good. Yeah, I think the default difficulty. This isn't too hard, so that I can see why, especially 2 players. It didn't take too much money back in the day. It's not like King of the Dragons. Which, oh my god, that was like super challenging, especially like playing that on Super Nintendo, because you only had maybe like it was something crazy. Maybe 3 continues. I don't know. Not more than 5. Now I wonder on the alpha. I talked about this in Evercast. I wonder if they're going to make it, since this is 3 players, if you could have player 1 use the built-in arcade stick. Players 2 and 3 could use the other 2 D-pads. Because you can see the ROM. I mean, the ROM supports it. You can be any player, and you can select any character. I'm glad that it's not something like The Simpsons where you've got to pick the character wherever you put the coin in. So that's good. That's that's good. You're not limited in that way. Heck yeah! And you can ride horses and stuff. Oh, this game is just so good. I haven't played this game in like a really long time. And I'm kind of glad now going through and playing this on the alpha, playing these games that are going to be on alpha. It kind of forced me to play this game. Not that you need forcing to play this game, but this is just so good. Oh, I want to get my money's worth for my Aladdin's Castle token. That'll be a reference that some of you may be aware of. Yeah. Go, go, go. Yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's where you leveled up. I mean, yeah, like Sega had like Golden Axe, but hey, Capcom, we've got this. And this whole genre of these type of hack and slash, beat 'em up games are just so good. And really like 3 players on this, like local co-op, that's where it's gonna be. That's where it's gonna be out in this game. I'm having a blast doing 1 player here, but man, I can only imagine. Go, go. Yeah, I'm having such a good time that after we get to the 2nd level, I'm gonna have to like stop myself. I could totally go ahead and complete this. Maybe on stream, I'll go ahead and go through and complete these games in order. That might be something I might do. Oh. Yeah, the feast. Bradford, you're going down. I can get the boss's horse. I've totally forgot about that. That's awesome. Oh man, use your special and he just jumps away. That's fine. That's fine. I don't need a stinking horse. Come on, Bradford. What are these names? But yeah, like you have your experience. So yeah, while it's not like Dungeons and Dragons, it's very cool that they have that built-in, a leveling system. Not really sure if that does anything. If it really does make you more powerful, if it just gives you the illusion, that you are. Because, as the game progresses, all the enemies are getting more powerful. I love that noise and all the clingy sounds and everything. I so remember that. Yeah. And as per tradition, in beat 'em ups, they let you use your special ability when you spawn to kind of clear out. Why not, right? Oh, okay. I didn't have enough health to use that special ability. Of course, I just diddly squat to the boss. Really? I haven't used... Oh, okay, because I put in a bunch of credits per life. I was going to say, I haven't used any continues yet. But because I put in all those credits, I got a bunch of lives. I did not realize that. All right, this game is most excellent. Oh, you're going to get lots of replay value. I mean, yeah, it's not like something you're going to play every day, but I still go back to Bad Dude. So yeah, this game is totally awesome, worthy of this cart. Let's go ahead, and now we're going to move on to the next one. It's the Mega Man Power Battle. So I haven't played this in a long time. So it's interesting because it's not Mega Man in the traditional sense, but it's just more like boss fights. So let's check it out and see. Ooh, you can be Mega Man, you can be Proto Man, you can be Bass. I want to be Proto Man. We're going to see if this lives up to the hype. Course select? So Mega Man 1 and 2. I mean, this game might be neater than I thought. I mean, it has like all the cool like vibes and everything. It's like there. Okay, yeah, it's just 2 buttons. I don't know if I can charge with him. Yeah, you can. You can kind of do a shield slide. I mean, it's interesting, right? Like if you just wanted to just like fight the bosses, is is the concept. You're not gonna play through the whole levels. It's like, hey, this is just like this whole game is just a boss rush mode. It looks like it's 2 players. So I wonder if you put in a second player. I wonder if you just like verse like Mega Man or one of the other characters you could pick. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. You got a new weapon, super arm. Woodman. Yeah, I mean it is really nostalgic, like seeing like all these like Mega Man, like Woodman from Mega Man 2, but oh, but like seeing it like in a 16-bit. Okay, that's kind of cool. So you press one of the other buttons to use that, and I'm thinking too that maybe if you get lucky, you get the better weapons to fight the bosses, right? Like if I had like was able to do like Heat Man before Woodman, it would do more damage. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's fun, but it's kind of easy though. That I think I kind of remember. I mean, could it be something you jump into play? Yeah, definitely. Especially if you like, doing like boss rush modes. But if you're wanting to like actually play the levels, it's you're not going to get that, of course. But it's arcade. It's just meant to kind of be a quick jump in and jump out. I mean, I'm loving the graphics and everything. Ooh, leaf shield. All right. A great Crash Man. Wonder if there's any relation to Crash Live. Okay. Ah, see, it's weird. You gotta you gotta press a button. Okay, you gotta press a button to switch between. Oh crap! I died. You gotta press a button to switch between your specials. Oh wow! You only get 1 life. Let's be Mega Man. That's kind of works. Yeah, you have to press X to switch between them, and then you use like the normal, and then you use like A to fire. That's kind of helps because it's not doing diddly squat. Of course, I can charge. Yeah. Crash Man is a little bit harder though, but like if I looking at this though, your life doesn't refill. But you do get a lot of it though, and you kind of need it. Yeah. You got new weapon. Crash bombs. Ooh, but that's pretty powerful. Cut Man. Okay, so you can already start switching your weapons. Okay, yeah, your life definitely does not. Ah. This weapon's... Good lord. Yeah, that's... Ah! Whoa! Leaf Shield is pretty good. Well, that's OP. That's better than shooting it, and it doesn't go away. Ah! See if I can Cheese Master. Oh, that's BS. Oh my god. Well, the thing is, you do have to. I believe. Does he get? No, he doesn't get full life. Okay. Oh, I wanted to be the other guy. Oh well. So, I thought they had to start over with full health, but I mean, again, this is just kind of fun if you just want something easy. It's not going to be Street Fighter, right? Like if you really want a challenge, it's not going to be that. But if you just kind of want to like jump in, just for the fun of it and play some stuff, then it might be kind of cool. What else did I get here? Got a new weapon. Ooh, rolling cutter. We'll do one more. Again, this might be something I might play more casually on a live stream. That Toilet Man? Oh, Heat Man. And a Heat Man would have been good, like, for Woodman. I mean, definitely this is a game where, like, you saw this, like, at an arcade. And anybody who likes Mega Man, Jeebus, you're gonna want to play it. Now, the question, though, is, like, at home, like, how, when it's not as much of a novelty, how often are you going to play it? This Leaf Shield is pretty OP. Holy crap. I mean, maybe in 2-player, it might be more of a challenge, but yeah. Definitely, I mean, this is easier than actually like beating like Heat Man and Mega Man 2. I will say that. Well, all right. Now let me just see if I can pick the right character. Continue. Yeah, Bass. That Bass is pretty cool. Let's see. I mean, really, all the characters like they kind of feel and play the same. So yeah, it's pretty neat. Now let's go ahead. Now that we've seen the first one, let's go ahead and check out the sequel. Let's go ahead and fire up the Mega Man Power Fighters 2, and we'll kind of compare the difference. Alrighty, let's do the power battles. Going up here. Okay, we have similar characters. It'll be Mega Man again. Then one new guy. Search for a Lily, rescue doll, recover parts. Rescue doll. So this is different in that you can now go ahead and you can pick who you want to battle. Okay. You can charge up. We got like Shade Man and so yeah, we got some new characters and this is weird. I mean, the mechanics and everything, it's more the same. There might be some more replayability. I mean, yeah, they've upgraded the way the energy bar looks and everything. And what I mean by more replayability is because of the different paths. But this is still super easy here. It's kind of like after you play the first one, you go to this one and you may or may not come back. Do I get life? You can. Oh. All right. Robot must have kidnapped doll. Hurry up, hurry up. To the Wily robot. A little more of a story. All right, so there's Cut Man. There's some that I recognize. Like weird, like Wolverine robot. Splash Man. But yeah, I can't, like pressing the other buttons, I don't get any upgraded like powers or anything. Yeah, definitely don't. Just, just those orbs and I can hold down and I can shoot my thing. Maybe you got to go like get parts first. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if you beat one mission, if you beat the whole game, if you got to go through and beat all the missions. Really curious. But yeah, this is just like, this is just too easy though. It really is. Win. Okay, now I get a new weapon. Slash claw. Okay. There's a familiar face. Cut man! Okay, so if I press X, and you can see down there at the bottom, below my life bar is like, you know, every time I'm pressing that, it's depleting the weapon. Man, this is just so easy. Oh, that's cool. You get these power ups. I got my doggy. Oh, but I did get rid of my weapon though, and I can't switch back since I got the doggy here. Which is kind of neat, like for Mega Man 2. Whoa, crap. Yeah, I mean, it's a variation of more of the same. So far, to be honest, I'm liking the other games better. I think just for me, like I love Mega Man fighting the whole levels and not just a boss rush mode. I mean, yeah, if you want to do like a quick jump and jump out, but I think honestly, once you complete both of these games, being that they're so like super easy, it's not like Street Fighter where you got to use strategy and do special moves. You just keep blasting your weapon. But because of that, I don't see a lot of replayability in this. I know I could be totally wrong here, but yeah, we'll move on to the next game. Thank you for helping me. I'm sorry to have worried you. All right, what's this? We are about to move on to the next game. I've stolen this energy from the Wily robot. This will enhance your power. Okay. I was about to move on. Let's just see what that energy cube does. Does it do anything? I don't know. All right, we're going to move on to the next game here. All right, we're going to play Final Fight. So, yes, who hasn't played Final Fight? But, you know, this really wouldn't be a complete, you know, first impressions guy. So I'll play a little bit of this. You know, Final Fight is just such a classic. I love this game. This is just kind of like Knights of the Round, your 2-button beat 'em up. There's lots of awesomeness to have. And I wonder again with this game if you're going to be able to do 3 players at the same time, like Knights of the Round, with using the built-in Evercade Alpha joystick and 2 controllers like that. I think Blaze needs to do that. That would be a huge miss if you could only do 2 players since they're 3-player games. I mean, the code is written into the ROM, right? So there's no reason not to do it. I hope other content creators, if you're watching this, who is getting an Evercade Alpha, please test that out. You know, that would be it's maybe a little nitpicky of a detail, but if Blaze misses that, that would be a shame. Hopefully, I don't think they will though. I don't know if I've told the story, but you know, when I grew up at a grocery store, me and 2 of my buddies, we actually did play. My first introduction to playing this game was we did 3-player Final Fight. We were just like, oh, this is so cool, and all that. And then, you know, we ended up beating it, although of course, like one of the other buddies dropped off. They were like friends I grew up with, brothers. And the funny thing is, I could remember. I don't know if they weren't willing to put in as much money. Again, under $5. You know, we went ahead. I want to say with like a lot of games like this, you could beat if you had like friends for $5 if you had multiple people playing, take turns, maybe you sit one out. And so it was kind of a neat experience to kind of have like for an afternoon go there. And you know, didn't even know why we were at the grocery store, but yeah, it was just so cool that like beating this the first time we went in and played it, and it was just a great experience. I think that's what I like about these games, you know, to go and experience it. And again, a shame we're not going to see this in a cart, but yeah. For me, at least, with Final Fight, kind of like Bad Dudes or anything else, you can always go in and play this. Always go in and play this game. It's just like such a good game. Oh my god! See if I can at least beat the first boss here. Ooh, that whistling is so annoying. Yeah, this is just with this and like Streets of Rage, I kind of feel like, you know, started it all. Be Cody. I like Cody too. I'm just not a Hagar kind of guy because he's just slow. And the funny thing is, when you are playing like 3 players like that, like yeah, you don't want to die because you want to still keep the character that you like. You know, Cody and Guy, they're interchangeable. I may get some flack for that, but yeah, Hagar is he plays a lot differently. So much good button mashing to be had. Am I almost beaten? Stupid boss, yes. Ugh. Round 1 clear. So much fun, so much fun. So, yeah, this game, you know, like a lot of you've already played it before, so this will be something I'll play on stream, but I could play the rest of the time. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna move on. Final Fight speaks for itself. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the last game that will be available on the Mega Man edition of Evercade. So this last game, there's no introduction. Strider. Oh my God, who doesn't love Strider? And actually, I beat this on the EXP live on stream. So that was one thing I did forget to mention about when I was playing Final Fight. Even though it is such a great game, it's a shame that we get repeats. I mean, I guess they're good. Like, let's say if you're not in Evercade, maybe you're coming from the arcade community, you know, and you don't have any XP, although you may already have other ways to play this game. The Mega Mans are in the first game, Carry Your Air Wing, are I think what makes it more unique. But I love Strider. To me, this is infinite replayability. I don't care what anyone says. This is just such a good game. I have lots of nostalgia. I remember just like walking into the gas station nearby where I lived growing up, and they had this, and all the sounds and graphics and weirdness had me like totally sucked into it. And I did also, when I had a Sega Genesis, I owned the Sega Genesis port, and I experienced the arcade at home. That's all I can tell you. And I would play that quite often. They're kind of like Mega Man 2. Play that quite often, try to complete it. Of course, you don't get the you don't get the like, you know, the coolness of this boss. I mean, I forget. Maybe you might get some of the sound effects on the home console. But yeah, this game, this is just so good. So yeah, well, it's a shame both of these in Final Fight are repeat. I guess they have a place here. But they're just so good. So damn good. Like that suction sound. Yeah, this game of all the games on here, this oozes nostalgia for me. This and Final Fight, this one a little bit more so. Just the music, I mean, Capcom just like nailed this. You know, you all don't need me to, unless you've been living under a rock, you don't need me to tell you how great this game is. You know, see if we can't just play this until beating the boss. I would say this is something that I would play live on stream. I mean, I probably will again, but I did a while back, you know, as mentioned, and I completed it on the EXP. And it's a fantastic game. And you know, when you die, you continue, you know, almost the same spot. Like they push you back a little bit. So I like that because it gives you a challenge, but it takes away that frustration where you're not having to start the whole level over. But then it's not like easy mode where, hey, I can just keep pumping in credits and I can just, you know, take as long as I need to beat it. So that's what is nice for having this arcade port at home, right? And the Genesis version, I know you could pump up like a certain amount of lives and a certain amount of continues. Okay, alrighty. Well, again, you don't need me to speak for Strider. Let's go ahead and wrap this up with my final thoughts here. All right, so let's kind of wrap things up and give my final thoughts, what I think about all these games, and kind of just how they are is a collection, right? That's what I'm going for. You know, as mentioned, I can't talk about playing it on the alpha hardware, and that's simply because for whatever reason, Blaze couldn't secure getting a cart, which is a shame, right? That you can't play this on other devices. So let's go ahead and kind of talk about what my overall thoughts are, what I feel about this collection. So Carrier Airwing, that started off strong. I'd never played that game before in my life, before playing it here, and I do see the replayability. I can see jumping in and playing that. Like that's definitely a solid staple to have in this collection. So I really enjoyed that. And then we have Knights of the Round. Oh my God, Knights of the Round again, one of those beat 'em up hack and slashes. That's also another awesome, fun game. Capcom. That has nostalgia for me. Obviously, I have played that. I haven't played it in a long time, but that doesn't matter though. My initial impressions of it's still a solid game. Hopefully, you'll be able to do 3 players. I really loved it. That's a worthy candidate to have on here. Now, let's talk about the Mega Man 1 and 2 power battles. I think those, at least for me, right, those are initially going to be a novelty. Like you're going to play through the first one and beat it. And then because the second one is much improved, you're going to go through and play it maybe 1 or 2 times. I think once you play the second one, you're really not going to want to go back to the first one once you beat it. And then once you choose the different paths to the second one, I really don't see going back to those games. They are super, super stupid easy. They're meant to be jumping arcades. Arcade games. You're not going to have the challenge of like the 8-bit and 16-bit ports. For me, I'd rather actually play like Mega Man X and go through the whole levels and then have the reward of beating the bosses and go through the story. And playing a complete game, this is just purely a boss rush mode, which again, for arcade, is awesome to jump in if you like that kind of thing. But I don't really see going back to that. However, like Final Fight, yeah, that's a classic. Again, lots of nostalgia for Final Fight. If you want to just jump in and play it, of course, it's great. I think it's worthy to have on here. It's a shame we don't get to see something new. That's the only downside about having Final Fight and Strider, which we'll talk about here in a second, is that we already saw them on the XP. And then, of course, Strider, for me, all-time nostalgia, all-time classic. It's one of those games that was just super unique. You could jump in and play that at any time. If you don't have any XP, then it's great that you're getting all these other games. So, no worries there. But again, the real downside, real shame of this whole thing is that if you want to play on Evercade hardware, it's going to be tied to the alpha. All I can say is find another way to play the games. If you're not planning on getting alpha, maybe you already have one of the Capcom collections on a modern console or whatnot, or maybe you're going to switch to the Mighty Archive and sail the 7 seas and play them that way. There's plenty of other means and ways to play them, which I think is great, because for me, the whole appeal of Evercade are those carts back there. So they're awesome games in themselves. If they're on a cart and we had the flexibility of playing in the Evercade ecosystem, it would have been much better. But otherwise, for me, it doesn't give me the same sense of ownership for, say, having like this on the Capcom collection or like firing up MAME, right? It doesn't give me the same sense of ownership. Put in the comments below. Let me know what do you think? If you are ordering the alpha, did you get this version over the Street Fighter 2 version? Would you like me to do a follow-up video and go through all the Street Fighter games and give my same opinions? Or is it kind of like, hey, we're familiar with Street Fighter Alpha. No need to do that. Do you just like these games in general? Or are you playing them on something else? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I'm now going to go ahead and thank my channel members. Goodbye. Oh. One more thing. One more thing. I almost forgot because I don't have a physical cart staring me in the face. I always like on these videos to put something here. So if you want to show your love and appreciation that you've watched the whole video, go ahead and put in the comments below Knights of the Mega Man Strider. Put Knights of the Mega Man Strider in the comments below to let me know that you finished the entire video already and you've made it this far. Now I'll go ahead and thank my channel members, and bye-bye. Thanks, Crash Line, Mr. Shua, Immortal Sojourn, Sucker MC, Ember Cummings, Joe Whiplash.